Devaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you for joining today. We can try to do two things today: the Makar Sankranti, and also we can try to do the chapter on the Bhagavatam, because it's a very auspicious day. It's nice to remember why it's auspicious, and it's good to expand our knowledge about Makar Sankranti. Something that's not often discussed, but it's worth understanding what this festival is all about. It's an auspicious day. It's the day which marks the first day of the sun's transit into Makar. This is Capricorn, marking the end of the month with the winter solstice and the start of longer days. This is based on the solar cycle. So if devotees recall in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explains that the yogis wait for the sun to come in the northern hemisphere. And that's what's happened here. The sun starts coming into the northern hemisphere today. And the yogis leave their bodies at this time so that they can attain heaven. If they leave at other times, then their destination is perhaps into the lower planets. So the meaning of Sankranti is derived from Sanskrit word Sankraman, meaning transmigration of the sun from one Rashi, constellation of the zodiac in Vedic astrology, to the next. There are 12 Sankrantis in the year, and each one is marked as the beginning of a month in the solar calendar. Every Sankranti has its special significance. Especially, there are 4 Sankrantis which are celebrated in more pomp throughout the year. Although in ancient times all Sankrantis were observed and celebrated, Makar Sankranti is of special importance as it also marks the beginning of the auspicious 6-month period of Uttarayan, where Bhishma decided to leave his body. So he had this boon that he could decide when to leave his body, and he waited until the sun reached the northern hemisphere. The sannyas tithi of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also was today, and also the descent of the river Ganga on this planet Earth. So very interesting day. So after the war on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, when Bhishma Dev was lying on a bed of arrows and was about to leave his body, at that time he was waiting for the sun to enter into Uttarayan, as it is considered to be an auspicious time, and he left his body on the auspicious day of Makar Sankranti, while beholding the beautiful face of Lord Krishna in the holy place of Kurukshetra, which is also known as Dharamkshetra.
I was listening to a lecture this morning and I was mentioning this aspect. So basically, after the war, the Pandavas went to Hastinapur and Yudhishthira was crowned emperor. And then Krishna realized that, Bhishma is all alone there and he's waiting to leave his body as soon as the sun goes into the northern hemisphere. So he took Yudhishthira and all the other Pandavas to Kurukshetra on this day. And then Bhishma gave Yudhishthira the instructions before he left his body on this day.
This glorious day also marks the descent of Mother Ganga on this earthly planet. This was after the austere penances performed by King Bhagirath, who aspired to free his ancestors from the curse of Kapil Muni, who had been falsely accused by the 60 sons of King Sagar for stealing the sacrificial horse actually stolen by Indra, cursed them to go to the nether regions. After being pacified by their prayers, he proclaimed that the only way for their salvation would be if River Ganga would descend from the heavenly planets and come down to earth and onto the nether regions. Thus, then by being purified by her, they shall be freed from the curse. So after the austere penances of King Bhagirath, the most purifying Mother Ganga came to earth on the day of Makar Sankranti. This descent of hers is celebrated till today in the form of Ganga Sagar Mela, where numerous pilgrims go to Sagar Islands in West Bengal and bathe in the holy confluence of the Ganga with the ocean. So we will also visit there today, at least mentally and pictorially. And the third event is that Lord Chaitanya accepted sannyas on this day. The purpose was to preach and propagate the devotional path of devotional service, delivering all fallen conditioned souls in this age of Kali. It was on this day that he left behind his widowed mother and young wife in Mayapur, and in the village of Katwa, he renounced his Grihastha ashram, accepted sannyas from Keshava Bharti, shaving his beautiful locks of hair. And this was quite heartbreaking, very heartbreaking for the devotees around him, especially the Baba. Although being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one of his opulence is that he is the most renounced, and therefore there was no need for him to actually accept this renounced order of life. Yet, seeing the fault-finding nature of the people and understanding that if he would accept the life of a renunciate, then the general populace would be able to give him the proper respect and refrain from committing offenses at his lotus feet. That's why he decided to take sannyas. And thereafter, he inundated the entire universe with Krishna Bhakti. It was due to his causeless mercy alone that we are able today to tread the path of devotion under the guidance and following in the footsteps of his followers. So let's do a quick dive into the Ganga. We can bathe in this most glorious of holy rivers. And we can start at the source, which is Gomukh. I don't know if any devotees have been to Gomukh. It's a very interesting place. This is Gomukh, and the water is contains a whole lot of ice because the glacier is just there, practically just there. And how we can bathe in Ganga is we can say this mantra: Om Apavitra Pavitra Va Sarva Vastogato Piva Yasmare Pundarikaksham Sabhya Abhayantara Suchi Jal Vishnu Jal Vishnu Jal Vishnu. So we can take a bath at Gomukh. Gomukh ki jai, Gomukh ki jai, Gomukh ki jai. It's quite hard to stay in the water too long because it's so cold, but and it's very shallow as well, actually. So at least when we went, it was very shallow. Next place is Gangotri, and Gangotri here, Ganga moves fast, very fast, and the sound is amazing, absolutely glorious sound of rushing water, music to the ears. And if you see here, they're doing a yagya, or at least they're sitting. And when we went there was a yagya being performed there in honor of Ganga Mata. So very interesting place. And again, you can bathe here. They have railings here, which keep the pilgrims safe, but you have to really hold on because you're gonna get taken away by the tide. And they do aarti here every morning, evening to Ganga Mata. And this is the place where they do it. So, Gangotri ki jai, Gangotri ki jai, Gangotri ki jai. Next place we can go is Rishikesh. I think many devotees may have been there. Very beautiful place. Rishi, devotee, Kesh, the place of devotees. And here, Ganga is very slow. And it's nice to bathe, very easy to bathe at Rishikesh. There's some wonderful temples on both sides, mainly on the northern side. There's many, many incredible temples here and some wonderful ashrams of some great devotees, considered to be a place of learning. Then we can head off to Haridwar, Harikipur. This is Harikipuri, and the clock tower, very famous. Ganga moves a little faster than Rishikesh. You can see here they sort of hold on to some chains there just in case. And you can bathe very, very nicely, peacefully. It's a very huge area, and they've constructed it so nicely to allow the pilgrims to worship in peace and bathe in peace. Every day, again, just like in Gangotri and Rishikesh, they do aarti, morning, evening. And this aarti is world famous. The ghee lamps are like with 100 wicks, maybe more. And the aarti is like, there's probably about 10 pujaris doing aarti simultaneously. So it's a really phenomenal place. And many people come here to bring their ashes of their loved ones. Jayanti's father came here.
And your mother.
And my mother. Yeah.
Did last puja rites there.
Right. Do the last puja rites here. Some fantastic Brahmins here as well, who pujaris help with the ceremonies that are needed to be done. And you can also feed pilgrims, you can feed devotees here. Very nice. There's shops just down there, which produce magnificent prasad. Really very, very nice. And they do it in such an amazing way. You can feed like hundreds, thousands within minutes at very reasonable cost as well. Anybody like to add anything? I'm sure everybody's been to Haridwar.
No, I haven't been to Haridwar, Prabhuji.
Oh, really? Wow. I need to get there.
I know.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal place. Phenomenal. And there's some nice...
I'm sure you've been there.
Sorry?
Have you been there? I'm sure you've been there.
Yeah, a few times. Yeah, many times.
Yes.
There's some very nice bhojanlayas there. Gujarati thalis.
Yes, there's a street which just has all these bhojanlayas from Gujarat. You have the Jamnagari and the Kathiawadi and like that.
Yeah.
Surti, different bhojanlayas.
That's the main reason I go.
My husband stayed there, Rishikesh, Haridwar, for I think twice he has gone there and stayed in the camps there.
Oh, yeah.
Times.
A
Few weeks each time.
Yeah.
For the Kumbh Mela?
No.
No. Just generally, he stayed in one of the ashrams here, not for the Kumbh.
Oh, ashram.
Okay, good.
Haribol, I've been there, Rishikesh and Haridwar, Haridwar twice, and crossed over Lakshman Jula.
Yes, in
Rishikesh.
Yeah, very good.
I was just wondering, when you showed the picture of Rishikesh, does the water ever flood over to the surrounding buildings? I wonder.
We haven't heard of any flooding there.
Okay.
Ever,
Okay.
The steps are high.
Okay. It doesn't look like, but if the river swells, I wonder. It was just the thought came to my mind. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Steps are high.
Yeah.
Haribol.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Haribol, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Kaushalya Maji.
Is Gaumukh and Gangotri very far from Rishikesh and Haridwar?
Yes. It's a
Very
good
far.
long journey.
Yeah, it's like a day's journey to go to Gangotri.
And it's high.
And then you can just drive up to Gangotri, and then to go to Gomukh is another 21 kilometers walking or on a pony.
Okay. I haven't been there, Prabhuji.
Yeah. This is one of our plans, wasn't it?
Yeah, I
Which,
want to go
COVID
there.
took care
Yes.
of.
Yes, you have to take me there, Prabhuji.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we now want to go there
Me
again.
too. Kaushalya Mataji, we all go together.
Yes, please, we should, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a fact. Yeah, it's a phenomenal journey to make, actually.
Yeah. And last time we actually found a really nice hotel just
Oh
on
my God.
the Ganga itself. So in the morning you get up and you can just hear the Ganga at night as well. It's really amazing.
Yeah, I can sit there in that hotel room all day,
Yeah,
just
on the balcony.
observing the Ganga. So nice.
You better book it now.
We did actually. We did book it for. We were supposed to actually fly out next Monday.
Yeah. Is it water clean there? Looks very nice
Yes,
in the
It
picture.
is extremely clean.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it's good.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Nani, when you feel like going, I feel like going. So I hope our
Yes, I
dreams come
know.
true.
Yeah, yeah. I
hope
think
our
if
dreams come
we have the
true.
desire, Krishna will fulfill it.
Mm.
I think main thing is
Mm.
just
Yes.
making sure we're, like safe, because God knows what's happening nowadays in this crazy world. But anyway, next is Allahabad.
Yeah, Haribol.
Yeah.
Haribol,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Yes, Madhusan Prabhu.
Yeah, it's amazing place because I think sorry, my daughter was about 13, 14 when I went. Trikalage organized a trip for me and this one other devotee. He's passed away now. He was such a wonderful devotee. He came with us, and we stayed in Hardwar at this Gujarat Samaj or something like that. He knew the places and the context. So, knowing somebody like Trikalage organizing, he knows that you're gonna find a good place. And you could sit there, like you say, in right by the Ganges at night till 2 o'clock, see the moon reflecting into the Ganges and the flow of water, and could sit there till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So peaceful and so wonderful. And you just go down and you could just have a bathe, you have to hold on to the chains and all that. So I was fortunate enough to have bathing in the Ganges there at Hardwar. It was a wonderful place. And then from there we went to Himachal. We were trying to go to Badrinath, but it was too dangerous
tough
to go at
Yeah,
that
too tough.
time. So we couldn't go any further, but got as far as Himachal, and then went to this Jwalamukhi temple, where there's some sort of Mataji's temple where there is a flame that's eternally burning away. Some sort of story about some nectar drop falling somewhere in the area and something like that. But that's eternally burning away in a flame. There's a Mataji's temple there. It's wonderful. But it's wonderful to make a trip around there, and particularly Rishikesh and Hardwar and the Ganges. And okay, Haribol.
Thank you for sharing that. So this is also another incredible place. It's known as Prayag as well. And I've got the title wrong here. Let me change it. Actually. It's been wrong for so long now. About time I changed it. Okay.
Prabhuji, now the tickets are also gone very down. It's 500 pounds only to India.
Is it?
Wow.
Yeah.
But then it is we have to isolate, isn't it? Quarantine 7 days in a row now.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. And it's also rising there, so you've got taking a big risk.
Because in Mayapur, there's so many devotees who are getting it. Like Jaipataka Maharaj has got it, Gopal Krishna Maharaj got it, Indudumya Maharaj has got it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so it's very rife at the moment.
Risky. So here is the confluence of Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati. Saraswati is underground, so you can't see her. But Ganga is here and Yamuna is here. So Ganga is golden, Yamuna is black, and you can see they don't actually mix. The water doesn't mix. As you can see, both rivers flowing at the same time, same place. And the boat will take you into middle of... Here we've been, right, Naniban?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely those.
Yeah, we went when it was very busy, the Kumbh.
Kumbh Mela, mini Kumbh Mela, isn't it?
Mini, but if you go with on off peak, you can go into the middle of the
Yeah.
river confluence and bathe there and do, again, you can do some pindan for the ancestors. Very popular place for that.
I think a Kumbh is taking place now at the moment there, the Kumbh Mela.
We must have gone 8 years ago then, or was it 4 years ago?
4 years.
4 years ago, yeah.
4 years, 4 years.
4 years ago, yeah. That's right. Wow. And then Varanasi, where there's amazing things going on with the Prime Minister doing loads of things. And this is, phenomenal place. As you will remember.
You've been there. Yes,
Yeah.
Prabhuji. Thanks to you.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. Thanks to the Lord. I think in here there's a shop. It used to be a temple, but I got a feeling it's the shop that you guys visited for the saris up here. But I might be wrong. But
Yes, we did go up, yes.
it might be that one. It was a phenomenal building. And there's about 18 ghats and main ghats which you can bathe in. The Bisphenol Temple is just on this side somewhere. The most popular Lord Shiva's temple. And you can take a boat. We were in a hotel round about here, and you could take a boat and avoid all the traffic and come to visit the temples and the ghats. So it's a phenomenal place. It's the city itself became very polluted. I remember 4 years ago, I was struggling there with the population, increase and pollution. But I know now they've done some good work there. So I wonder what it's like. But interesting place. Very holy place, very colorful, very beautiful place. Let's irritate. Let's group for the promo video.
Really?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to say to them?
I don't know, just take a message. So then we go all the way to West Bengal. We've missed out Gaya. There is Gaya. Maybe I did update this, but this is probably not the latest update. Gaya is a very popular place where Lord Chaitanya went to do the pindan for his father. And he also took initiation from Ishwarapuri in Gaya. So very holy place. And there's a river called Sariu there. No, not Sariu, that's Falgu. And you can bathe there. Very shallow river when we went. There's a nice temple where in Gaya. Oh, yeah, you can again do the pindan ceremony. And there's a lotus foot of Vishnu. They do every evening, they do a tilak around the lotus foot. And they do an imprint on cloth. And you can buy that for a small donation. I think we've got it.
We have upstairs.
Yeah. Fascinating place, Gaya. So, hey, we didn't do any abhisheks here. Let's just quickly...
dips, you mean?
Yeah, let's do some dips. Rishikesh Dham ki jai, Rishikesh Dham ki jai, Rishikesh Dham ki jai, Haridwar Dham ki jai, Haridwar Dham ki jai, Haridwar Dham ki jai. And then Prayag Dham ki jai, Prayag Triveni Dham ki jai, Triveni Dham ki jai. And then Varanasi Dham ki jai, Kashi Dham.
Is that name of Allahabad same as Prayag, isn't it?
Prayag same.
Yeah, Muslims changed it.
But I think they're trying to change back to Prayag.
Yeah, they
more
need to
and more
change.
people call it Prayag now.
Yeah, they need to change it.
Yeah, from the Allahabad. Yeah.
Yeah, Maharaja always called it Prayag.
That's right. Yeah.
Gaya Dham ki jai, Gaya Dham ki jai, Gaya Dham ki jai. And then we come to Navadvip, and where Hare Krishna movement has its big temples. Prabhupada Samadhi is just here, and that's now dwarfed by the TOVP. Yeah, it's really amazing. And you can bathe here very nicely. little fast. You got to be careful. Many devotees actually have been taken away by the tides. Great place to die, but not prematurely. Ganga Mai ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai.
And sometimes when she does flood, she goes all the way up to the Radha Madhav's feet.
Oh yeah, good point. Every 4 or 5 years, the flooding goes all the way to the temple.
Haribol, Ganga and Jamuna meet up here as well, don't they? Near Navadvip?
No. This is on the eastern side, and
Yeah.
Yamuna stays on the western side, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's where
because I was
she.
thinking we were taken somewhere in a boat and they showed us the water, black and golden.
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe. Okay, Haribol.
Hare Krishna. And then this is where today Ganga Sagar
Mela takes place.
Takes place, yeah. So Makar Sankranti, they would have a huge bathing and a lot of people mixing here today. So we can do Ganga Mai ki, Ganga Sagar ki jai,
Jai.
Ganga Sagar ki jai, Ganga Sagar ki jai. This is at the west Bay of Bengal. I think Madhusudan, you've been there, right? I haven't been there.
No, I haven't been there. No,
Yeah. So
no, it ends there. I know.
Yeah, we never quite made it.
Yeah, we met by Mayapur. Where you cross over from the Mayapur side over to Navadvip. Normally take a boat and yeah.
So that was a quick tour of the Ganga on Makar Sankranti. And it's always nice. When in Kali Yuga, we're very fortunate because even if you mentally think about it, it's as if you've done it. So the advantage is it works both ways as well. If you think of something bad, you're not going to get the reaction until you actually do it. So Kali Yuga is in that way a little bit flexible. If you think of something good and do it, if you think of something good, it's as good as doing it. And if you think of something bad, until you do the bad, you don't get the reaction. So it's a little concession in Kali Yuga. All right. So any questions, any comments? Otherwise,
there's other different parts of Bharat actually celebrate this today in different ways. Then I think in South they call it Pongal, the first day of harvesting. And I think in Punjab they had Lori yesterday, again similar harvest thing. And Gujarat they fly kites, and so different parts celebrate it differently and call it to different things as well, and they eat different things as well on this day.
Yeah, good point. So shall we do the Bhagavatam? I'm happy to do it, but it's getting on a little bit. Naniben, let's leave it to you.
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, let's do it tomorrow.
Quite late now, isn't it? Then
Yeah.
How many? I didn't have a chance to read. I don't know how. Is it a long chapter? I don't know how many verses are
let's
there.
do it tomorrow. We can do it tomorrow. It's not a long.
Tomorrow I'm going to the Watford Temple.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, we're going. I may be back in the afternoon. I'm not too sure. We're going in the morning.
Let's have a quick look.
I don't know how many chapters. Unless you want to start till about 15 minutes and then.
I might actually finish in 15 minutes. Let's have a look.
It's quite short actually, and it's just
Okay,
about
let's do it. Let's do it, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yeah, Krishna taking away Rukmini. So yeah, it's
Okay.
Let's
quite
do it.
short.
All right. Yeah, it's just a bit of a fight here.
Quick.
Oh, yes. Let me just do this.